What is going on, traders? Welcome back to the Traveling Trader. Happy Friday to you. Today's Friday. I am in beautiful Miami, as you can probably see behind me. I didn't want to leave you guys without a video update, especially if I'm expecting a significant move on Bitcoin to happen soon. So here it is, and I'll go through the markets as well. Let's get right into it. All right, so let's take a look at what Bitcoin is doing. So what I think is going on with Bitcoin is the same thing that I mentioned in the last couple of videos, right? Bitcoin is still within this descending channel. It's very clear that it is respecting this channel and that this is a valid trend currently. We did see a drop today to just below 9K, as I stated in my last video. Once we do get into these periods of low volatility and low volume, then Bitcoin is really susceptible to these large moves. And you see that over the last few months, really, right? When Bitcoin is trading, say back here in September, in this very tight range, low volatility, low volume, then it's susceptible to a big drop. Same thing here, low volatility, low volume, and it was susceptible to a big rally. Now, there isn't one clear way of identifying which direction it will go. There are a number of tools that you can use at your disposal. So in this case, if you saw my last video, I was saying that I expect Bitcoin to drop from here. There are a few reasons for that, and we can go over that from a technical standpoint. One, you have the death cross between the 50 and the 200 here, the orange and the green lines, right? Two, like I said, Bitcoin is respecting this channel. So you have this trend here where you have clear support and clear resistance. And what you expect is to bounce from support and get rejected at resistance. Obviously, this trend is going to change, right? Trend is your friend until the end. So there will be some point where this trend will be broken. In my view, in the long term, it will be broken to the upside. It might take till the end of the year, it might take until next year. But in my view, this trend will eventually be broken to the upside once we do get enough volume coming in once again. However, in the short term, we're seeing very low volume again, right? There, you could see here down in the volume bars, and we could take a look at advanced volume on stuff such as bitvol.info. But you have low volume, you have low volatility, right? Because we're in this extremely tight range here. And the other way that you can, the other tool that you have at your disposal that you can use to determine Bitcoin's direction or try to determine Bitcoin's short-term direction are the shorts, right? So let's take a look at the shorts. And the reason I say this, if you look back here towards the end of October, right, when Bitcoin was trading at support, and there wasn't a clear direction as to whether we would bounce up or finally break down, especially since the death cross already happened. Well, if you look at the reason for this spike here, and you see this big wick here on, what was that, October 26th, it was because shorts were at a swing high, right? Here are the shorts, and you see shorts were at a swing high. And so there was a chance or an opportunity for a short squeeze to occur. Now, most of you probably know what this is, but for those that don't, a short squeeze in very summarized terms is basically when there are a lot of shorts at a certain level, the price ticks up a little bit and momentum kicks in, and it's like a snowball effect where those shorts start closing, right? Because there are a lot of shorts. So the shorts start closing as the price rises, and the price rises because those shorts start closing. Because in order to close a short, you have to have the opposite trade, which is a long, right? So you have basically this trickle down effect of longs that are occurring in order to liquidate these shorts. And that's what a short squeeze is. But when you don't have a lot of shorts, and you see here shorts painted a double bottom on the 1-day chart here, and we're still pretty low comparatively to these highs that we saw back at the end of September and the end of October. So when shorts are, fairly low, you don't really have an opportunity for a short squeeze. So with low volume, low volatility, the death cross, us coming up on resistance, and the fact that we don't have a ton of shorts, and you look at the RSI, I mean, this is aside from looking at things like the RSI, which looks like it's pointing downwards. The MACD looks like it's about to curl inversely. with all those factors that I discussed, you try to gain confluence on the direction or the short-term movement of the market. So in my view, we're going down, and I actually sent out a trade alert for this towards the end of October, saying that, if you are okay incurring more risk, you can certainly short here. And shorting with leverage, just going from something like 9,400 to 9,000 or just below 9,000 will net you a pretty nice gain. All right, so that's Bitcoin. Let us just go over the markets real quick. The markets are seeing a bit of a slowdown after record highs. All of the major indices, the S&P, NASDAQ, the Dow Jones, they were knocking on resistance's door once again. And with a good jobs report, the Fed dropping the interest rate last week or the week before by another quarter of a percentage point, the optimistic outcome of the China-US trade talks, we are now in all-time high territory, but there is just a tiny bit of a slowdown, not much. A couple of stock trades we were in. I definitely shorted Fitbit, which is netting okay results right now as a dip below $7. The reason I did that is because earnings were coming up, and it was really just an earnings play based on the fact that one, Fitbit has an inflated price due to the Google buyout, and two, it would come short on earnings. Now, it did beat expectations on earnings, but sales still dropped from last year and last quarter, really. So gaining a little bit on that short, on that Fit short. UWT, just a monster for us, up almost 20%. It is coming up on resistance here at the 100-day. Crude oil is still priced relatively low if you look historically on the market. I don't like to hold UWT long term. I do like to play the swings, and I do send those out in the trade alerts. So if you want access to those trade alerts, link is in the description. And the last one I'll briefly go over is Disney. And Disney is, if you've been following this channel for a while, if you've been following the trade alerts, and you've been following the portfolio updates that I send out, I'm really bullish on Disney long term. And they did beat earnings, as well as the fact that they're launching their streaming service next week. And it looks like pre-market, they're actually up quite a bit, almost 6%. They're up to about almost $141. So I do expect Disney to open up here and gap a lot higher than where we were yesterday. We closed yesterday at around 132, and I think we'll open up above 140 today. So nice little profit for us there on Disney. Again, if you want access to the trade alerts, link is in the description. If you want help with technical analysis or want one-on-one coaching with me, same link is in the description. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, leave a thumbs up if you got anything out of this video. Stay safe out there, traders. Peace.